Come on, there we go. So this is what I have so far. I'm not done, so I'm just going to get started on the other shoe before I forget and I start moving on too far with that. But this is gonna be like in sessions. Mute that. These boots will have to be like in sessions because yeah, like I'm on YouTube. I'm on a video. But anyways, so yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. So there's gonna be like part one, part two, part three, part four of each video. But this is how they started out. Just the old shoe. And I've already cut my jeans. So yeah. And this is the pants leg for this one. And I cut this bottom off on mine. I'll show you. I'm gonna do that part now. Okay. Now try to stay as close to the seam as possible because I think I want to use these for something. The cuff links or whatever they're called at the end of the jean. And plus it also, because these jeans came distressed like this, these are already naturally acid wash jeans that I bought with a bunch of rips in them all down the pants leg, so score on that one. I like the cut look because it's so easy to conceal. You can't see where I got all these different patches and stuff like that. So I really like that look. So I put this on after I've cut the bottom. I just raise it on up. And then I put my shoe on. And I stand up. I already got my hot glue gun going. Stand up and then I bring this down to about right in here. Where it's almost touching it. But it's not quite touching it. And yeah, that's about it. Right there. So this is how high my boots come. That high. So I am going to hold it so it don't move out of place. Now I will sit down and I'm just going to start hot gluing right here and on the other side so that when I take it off it won't move and I won't have to worry about it being uneven. Now you want to do this at a really quick speed, especially because my shoes are not fabric. I couldn't find any fabric shoes that I didn't mind hot gluing. So, well, the ones I did, they wouldn't look right like this, or I couldn't think of a way to make them look right. So, yeah. And so once I've done that side, I come over to this side and I kind of tug it down a little bit. And I do the same exact thing. And put a decent amount of hot glue. You want to make sure it's smooth because hot glue, you know, when you put a lot of hot glue, it can tend to be a little lumpy. So make sure you're pressing down really tightly. And so once I've done that, then I can take it back off. And then I can't for the life of me find my my big scissors. So I'm using some old hair scissors. So whatever. So then I just cut right in the middle right here up until I get to that heel, just like that. And I do the same thing on the other side, right in the middle, up until I get to the heel. Am I at the heel? Okay. So then you should be able to flap this part up and down. So then I take this bottom piece under here and I just like hot glue those pieces together. And I would have cut them, but being that this is not a fabric shoe, I'm kind of like using this, like I'm gonna hot glue the fabric part together to kind of keep it from lifting up, if you know what I mean, because hot glue will lift up on this type of material. So to be on the safe side, that is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna hot glue the first piece to the bottom, and I'm glad the bottom is kind of rubber because it tends to be able to stick better than, you know, like a plastic or fake leather material. So that's what I'm doing. And the key to all of this while you're doing it is to really make sure, like, once you lay your jeans down, it's smooth, it's flat. You don't want it to be lumpy. So I just did that part. You can see how it curves, and then when I do this part and go in there, it'll curve even more. And I gotta do the other side as well. And to add a little more hot glue in the top. I don't know why it's acting so slow to heat up. It might be these glue sticks. I ran out of glue sticks last night and had to go buy some different ones today. So I've never used this brand, so I don't know. You just want to make sure you hot glue extremely well. That's the key. You do not want your jeans lifting up off your shoe while you're thinking you're cute. It's like I gotta force it through. I don't like these glue sticks. They're doing too much. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the other side. You want to make sure you keep it even so you're not over going it. Okay.
She said I have to go back to my room. She said she's not doing anything, and she said she'll figure it out. So what you doing?
I'm on video. You gotta be quiet. Getting frustrated because these hot glue sticks are fucking trash. They don't even want a half-ass melt. You got the nerves to be more than $1. Jesus, I gotta push it through with my own hand. Okay. So it should look like that. It should be very smooth. You see how you could see the arch very easily. Stop. Don't play with those. Those are the only headphones I got. And I don't plan on buying more anytime soon. Okay. Okay. So now it's just about lining this heel part up with that part and wrapping it around. So The biggest key to all of this is just making sure you're not messing up as far as measurements and stuff and placement before you glue. You definitely want to make sure you're placing everything in the right spot before you glue it. Always keep double checking and stuff like that. Okay, so once I have that side done, I'm just going to flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. Now I know y'all can't really see what I'm doing, but I'll make sure I show kind of as I go. I need to cut this up a little more. And this is why measuring is a big key, because I actually messed up on a small tiny piece that I did not realize, but I'm able to fix it because I remeasured or replaced. You have to always keep double checking your placement. So don't buy freaking Walmart brand hot glue sticks, y'all, because it's just trash. And they expensive as fuck. Like, shit. I go to Dollar Tree and get a pack for a dang dollar, and they actually work. Like, I don't have to do all this extra hard work. I'm having to hand push it myself just to even get the glue to come out, and it's the right size. That's the crazy part. It's the right size. It fits in perfectly. It just won't melt. Like, you gotta force it out. It half-ass melts. Like, I should not be able to touch that. Look at that. Come on. I just touched it straight from the top. Like, are you freaking serious? That's the crappiest glue ever. Can you move? So now I'm going to try it back on and make sure everything is right. You want to be careful because, you know,
Mommy,
even though hot glue dries fast, you just want to be careful. At least give it 24 hours.
I'll go to the bathroom.
Okay, go. You ain't got to tell me. So, I can't wait till I lace them up in the back so it's easier for me to get this back part on. It makes it complicated. Okay. So, boom. So this should be what you have so far. Chewy. So this should be your look so far. Now, the next part I did, as you can see, this side's shorter than this side. I'm going to cut this part off, and I'm going to use this part to go over my toe right here. So, this is a very fun project. If you have like a lot of time on your hands, this is a very fun project to do because you must take your time if you want it to come out right. You have to take your time. It's very, very time consuming. So this part, I flip it upside down because that part hangs out. Right there is ripped and that part's not, and it was like that on both sides. So now I take it like that, and I put the rib part at the bottom because of my toe, so it gives me more leeway. And I put that part right in the middle. I'll show you, like, it's like this little rib section in here, and then it's not ripped anymore on the sides. So I'm going to put that section right in the middle, just like that, over my foot. And you see what I mean, how like they already come distressed, so when you cut them and stuff, you can't really tell, like you can't see all these patches where I've cut all these different spots of fabric. And I bring that down, this part down until right here, so it's gonna cover my toe, and I just have to cut that piece out. So bring it down to right there, so it should look like that. And I kind of pull it like that, and I hold right here. I hold right here in the middle to keep it placed correctly, and then I just start seeing how much I'm gonna need to cut from each side. So where is my marker? And I just mark it on that side, and then I hold it again, and I turn to my other side, and I pull it, and I do the same thing. Okay. So it's about the same amount on each side. Just a little bit more on one side. And then I can cut. Where's Y'all, I'll be all over the place, as you can see. So, just gonna do that. Just like that. And this is my leftover piece. I'm gonna put that to the side. So I have that, and that goes on the front. And now, before I do that, show y'all. You see how you can't see anything right here but jean? You can't see that yellow part. So that's what we use this for, the leftover. So you just try to make sure y'all can see. So I'm gonna take this and lay it over. I'm gonna measure it right to where it comes up where that yellow part is, and come all the way around. Okay, it's the perfect length, but now I have to make sure. So turn it on the outside. I mean, on the where the inside is out, so you'll be able to mark on it. So I can measure how thick to cut it, and I just do it by placing that at the top, and then taking my finger and turning it down, and right in here is where it will be cut at. So right there. And then I'm just gonna cut straight down. I can actually fold it. No, we're gonna keep it straight just in case. I'm just gonna make some marks going all the way down that lines up with that, like that. And I'm gonna cut down. Try to cut as straight as possible. It's not a race. You're not in a competition. Take your time. I fucking suck at cutting. Well, I'm usually better, but I'm using freaking hair scissors for fabric, so it's pretty hard. So, yeah. That explains it, I hope. And then, so what I do is I just choose whichever side, this side or that side is straighter. I put that side at the top towards my toe and put the crooked edge towards the bottom. And yeah, this is straighter. And then I just match it up, of course, but it'll be like that. See? So, 1 second. I baked brownies and I have to go cut them now. My daughter has been waiting and waiting and waiting. I will be right back.
You got brownies every. You got every. Hi everybody.
Oh, here you go. Okay. Okay. It's so moist. So, with the strip that I just cut out, I'm going to go ahead and glue that. It's going to be a lot of taking. Well, I see other people, other videos, they don't do a lot of taking on, taking off. But I'm sorry, I was too nervous, and I'm not wasting my pair of shoes or my pair of jeans. So I try mine on and off, on and off, on and off to make sure I'm placing them right when they're on my leg. So take it back off. I'm going to glue this piece going around to make sure it's perfectly lined up. Then we're going to put it back on, and then we're going to glue our toe piece while it's on to make sure we're like stretching it enough, like tight enough or loose enough, whatever, because as you see, there's no piece right here. So yeah, don't do that. Okay, so pretty much you want to just make sure it's even on both sides. Now just fold it in half because I'm going to start it right here. And I can go ahead and get some glue on there. I'm going to press it down. Oh my god, no. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go through and apply glue. And making sure I'm just pressing really tight. I do not like these hot glue sticks. I would never buy this brand again, ever.
Can I have some water?
After you eat. You need to say thank you. You need to say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, let me move this so y'all can see. You can be quiet, okay? Because I told you, if I gave you brownies, you were going to bed. So, there's no reason for you to be talking. So, I do it until I get all the way over to the side. And on this part, I don't, um, I don't take the fabric and glue it under the shoe. I actually cut it off. The excess, like that little flap, I'm actually going to cut that part off. And I'll show you. So, we're just going to cut this piece off right here. I was going to do it in the camera, but I can't see that well. Okay. And then you can just make sure you have every little corner, every little piece glued. So, it should look like that after you cut it. And don't worry about that because it's going to actually, like most of this is going to actually be covered. The only part that's not is like about that much in the front. Like that much right here. But I just went ahead and did all the way around just to be on the safe side. And I did that on both shoes, of course. I'm actually not done with the other shoe. I just wanted to start this shoe before I started forgetting steps that I did because I want both of my shoes to be identical so that they look store-made, store-bought instead of handmade. It's just called Broke Bitch Chronicles. I can't even call this Broke Bitch Chronicles because this shit was expensive. I spent like $30. It's crazy because I've already had the shoes for years, the jeans for years. I spent like $10 getting 2 packs of these. That's 10 without tax. For me to do my lace. I bought freaking lace. I had to get lace or ribbon or whatever. Then I'm going to put some of this on there, you know, because I just got to be over the top. And I like to add a little extra stuff, you know, that I haven't seen others do yet. And I haven't seen anyone add feathers or fur to their jeans, to their jean boots yet. I've seen I actually have some heels, some stilettos with the fur on them, but I haven't seen jean boots with the fur. So, yes, ma'am. So I will be having the boots with the fur. Ma'am, girl, my mama wants these shoes. She loves the boots. They're really cute in person. I don't know if my camera is giving them life as it should be, but they're popping in person. Like, I could have left it at that, how the other one was, but I gotta be extra. I gotta be extra. Can you wait? You being rude. Okay. Prepping my other glue stick. It's crazy that Dollar Tree glue sticks work better than freaking Walmart. That's fucking crazy. And it's crazy because look, y'all, like they fit right in. It's not too big. Like, it's, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not too big at all. I don't know why. They're just stupid. So, whatever. Okay. So, I'm just doing the same thing on this side. I am taking that fabric and I'm going to glue that fabric until I reach the bottom side of the shoe. Excuse me.
You gross,
I said, excuse me.
You gross.
I will.
You gross.
Okay, be quiet now. You're supposed to be going to bed. Okay. So as you can see on this side, there's a little yellow showing too. We don't care about that, as I stated before, because it's going to be covered. And so we're just going to cut that excess flap right there. Just like that. And that yellow will not be showing either. It will be covered. So, like little bits and pieces we're not worried about. But if there's major gaps, well, that's when we start to worry. Okay. Bam. Now we're going to put the shoe back on. Because we're about to do this part. And I feel like this is one of the most complicated parts that I ran into. This part and my back part seems to be the most complicated part out of the whole thing. Because I don't know, and maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not as hard as I'm making it. But I just want it to be perfect. I don't want it looking like some of the ones I've seen. And I'm just like, no, honey, I know it is a DIY, but the purpose of it is for it to look like you bought it out the store. Not for it to look like, okay, yeah, that's definitely a DIY. Like, no. I need mine to be perfect. We're close to it. Okay. So, we're just going to flip. Cuff our boots, okay? And yes, that is another way you can wear them. You can wear them cuffed. But, yes, so, remember, you see how this end is straight? And it was like this on both of my jeans. And then this end is like torn right here. Like this was torn. This is the end we're going to face towards our toes, because our toes is going to have to be cut out. But we need it to be longer on the sides, because the way it dips in and then comes out. So we're just going to place. I'm going to stand up like this so y'all can see. And I have them cuffed so that I can actually have more movement, because they're like way up here. So, let me move this. Okay. So we're going to place the split in, and it's going to cover your toe a little bit. You want it to line up with the pieces right here that come out furthest, so those don't show. I'm putting it right in the middle, like that. Okay. And then I'll be kind of stretching them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to glue this middle piece first. I'm going to glue that part first, and then worry about my sides. So since we know exactly how we're going to have it placed, we can just glue on the top of the shoe first. And glue like right along this line of this jean, because that's where we're going to connect the bottom of this piece right there. So you can just start, and you don't have to glue the whole top yet. You just want to get enough glue on the top of your shoe right now so where you can take your shoe back off, you know. Sorry, I got a phone call.
It's Brandon, Mommy.
Can you not pronounce my business? Announce my business and stay in your own lane, please. You're supposed to be being quiet. That's why I didn't want to give you no brownies, because I knew you weren't gonna be quiet. Okay. Whoa, that shit is hot. And it's not even on my skin. Lord. So we're gonna press that down. Just deal with the pain. And then do the same thing right here. You just really, before you take it off, you want to get that middle part lined up really, really well, so you know it's gonna fit to the shape of your foot. Just like that. Okay. Whoa, Jesus. And if you want, you can keep them on or take them off now. I'm just going to keep mine on so I can make sure everything is right. But, okay, let me show y'all real quick. Nah, I'm not going to get off of here. Never mind. I'm busy. I ain't calling that fool back. He wouldn't do it for me. I'm not giving you anything because I've already told you yes, and you keep bugging me, and I told you that it's so annoying. You're supposed to be quiet anyway. That part right. I feel like this is taking even longer just because I'm having to like force the fucking glue out. So stupid. So I'm just gluing and gluing and gluing. And kind of, you want to kind of pull the material, like, you know, as you do it to make sure it's going to be smooth and lay really flat. And I haven't glued that part yet, but you can already see how flat it is going to lay even when I'm not pulling it. It's just this part that's up, but all right here is not glued and it lays flat. And when I pull it, look at how flat that lays. Well, that's going to be glued, of course, but look at how flat that lays. Really flat. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to be a perfectionist, but I'm sorry. I just cannot be looking a fool because, like, people know me, okay? Where I live, people know me. Even if I don't know them, they seem to know me. And they will straight be like, oh, where'd you get shoes? Who had you shoes? Or if I'm looking a mess, I feel like I would get ragged on. I don't have the time. I'm not even known for looking a hot mess. Like, no. I'm known for looking fly. Because I don't let myself go out like that. Like, for real. You gotta do it right. Do it right. Okay, I cut that part off. Okay, now we're gonna glue this part, and then we're gonna come back up here and glue this upper part that we did not glue. And then we're gonna do our other side. So, for this, you can actually just take the hot glue and put it on the fabric. I'm just gonna kind of trim that off. I don't want to pull it. There we go. You want to press it down. Make sure it's flat. You don't want it lumpy. I cannot stress that enough. Don't let it be lumpy. I'm gonna kind of glue that. Some of my stray pieces. Now I'm just gonna cut that as well. So I don't know how the hell I got a fly in my room, but it's got to piss me off. Sienna, hush. I'm not doing that with you tonight. Okay. And you just want to kind of pick at him, pick at it going all the way around to make sure it's glued down and there's no spots lifting up. Okay. So that is that side fully glued down on the bottom like that. So let me just pick this up. So this side is fully glued now. And I just have to glue this top part like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, we're going to take the scissors and push it because it's been a little hard on my fingers. It's hurting. Okay, and there we go. So this side is done. Now we're going to come over to this side. This side. We're just going to start from the top this time and work our way down. Oh my goodness. This is not fun. Like, I hate that Dollar Tree ran out of freaking glue sticks. Because, boy, I would not be going through this right now. These stupid things. Look at that. It don't want to come out. Just press it down. I'm going to beat the shit out this fly if it don't get the hell out of my room. Okay. My mom is in there doing her own little DIY project as well. She's working on house stuff though. I'm working on fashion. So this crap hurts my leg. Jesus. Gosh. I will never, ever buy a fucking hot glue stick from Walmart again. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, do y'all see the struggle is real? It's making me work 10 times harder than what I would have to. Jesus. Oh my goodness. And I still have to cut my triangle out. Oh my gosh. This is like terrible. This is torture. This fucking... Oh my gosh. This is not what I signed up for. With this damn glue stick. And so I'm going to take this piece and actually just kind of glue it over. And then we can trim right there. Just like that. You can actually lay some of this, excuse me, over and trim that. That's just to cover up some of the blue that shines, that comes through the ripped parts, through the teal. And because the jeans are so distressed, you can't even tell that I did anything. Okay. So we're just going to cut. Just cut the excess now. And then we're going to make sure all pieces are sealed down. Really well. Just like that. Okay. Now we can cut our triangle out. And I just go with the feel of it. Oops. Just like that. It's a triangle, and then we're going to make sure it's sealed around the triangle as well, the fabric, so nothing is showing. Kind of tuck it under if you need to. This piece needs to be sealed. see our triangle is looking good now. And so yeah, if you want, you can leave them like this, or you can be extra like I am going to do. And I'm going to lace the back up, and then I'm going to put fur around the top. So that will be for another video. And as always, I love you all. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.